do next to His Excellency. And this is what Ronaldo saw in that last round. Oh, an elbow came in on the back end of that.
What?
Wow, the elbow came in, and it's so interesting all week long in prepping for this fight. People talking about perhaps it would be Ngannou who accidentally comes in with the awkwardness in an elbow. Instead, it's the boxer, Fury.
That's frustration, Tess. Ngannou's not supposed to be here. It's the 7th round.
Right hand getting the attention.
And he's still dangerous, Tess. Wow.
He's always dangerous.
He's a lot more athletic than many gave him credit for.
He said, I want to prove that I can be a boxer. He's proven a lot already tonight. Orthodox versus Southpaw for the moment. You heard from the corner of Ngannou saying you cannot let him simply beat you with the jab. You have to parry it, you have to move. There's a left hand, power hand from Ngannou from that southpaw stance.
See, just the natural instincts that Ngannou has is serving him well. You know, the experience of just combat sports in general. He's handling himself. You know, usually when Fury, when he feints at heavyweights, you know, you get a big major reaction from them. They might drop a hand. You know, guys move out of the way. They might step back. But Ngannou, what he's doing is he's standing there. And he's like, no, you're not going to throw. And he's waiting for the opportunity to throw at the right time to be able to catch Fury on the way in with a shot.
No, Griffin will clean that up.
The pull down. Ngannou choosing to fight from the southpaw stance. He's looking to land the left hand, the backhand. He understands, and he's leaning outside. That's another thing that he's doing right. He's leaning outside, getting that lead foot outside the lead foot of Tyson Fury.
That's the position you want. You watch those front feet. The southpaw versus orthodox. He who has the outside position has the alley and the channel for that power hand.
See, these subtle things have Fury spooked. Like that lead hand control right there from Ngannou.
Just touching that jab, parrying it. 3 rounds to go. Remember, this is a 10-round non-title fight.
Hold on, just. Should be round 7.
You're boxing smart, Tyson. You can make this fight as hard as you want it. But boxing smart, you're making it.
Don't try to sit on it. You're doing good. Just stay sharp.
Hey, Southpaw's looking sharp. Listen, if that left cross isn't landing or is landing, you can go back and reload it again, or we can hit our right step over, back in ortho, the right overhand.
I want to see one thing. No. You jabbing real good. Give me a jab to the body overhand right up top. Body up top.
Hey, let's go, baby boy.
CompuBox has this nearly dead even. Fury is 48 out of 157. Ngannou's 43 out of 154. The big circle the moment mark is round number 3. That shocked the world left hand by Ngannou that floored boxing's heavyweight champ. Right hand fired in from Fury as Ngannou fell forward.
Don't leave it out there. He's looking to counter you.
I have to give it up to Ngannou's team. They've done a good job with him to get him prepared for Tyson Fury.
Dewey Cooper.
Yes.
John Mbumba.
Followed him out.
Fury trying to come with an overhead right.
Fury's gotten away with breaking a lot of rules because he was bigger than everyone, because he was longer than everyone. But Francis only a two-inch reach advantage against Francis.
Short left hand from Ngannou. The blood from the nose of Fury is a two-punch combination from Francis. And then he keeps punching.
Yep.
As Fury came forward, Fury was looking for the uppercut on the inside. Francis, upon separation, trying to drive down a right hand. There's a right hand from Fury. Francis standing his ground, solid, steady, determined, and willing to punch as he turns Fury here in round number 8. Would you look at this? Short uppercut on the inside from Ngannou. Now working behind the jab. That determination, born of his childhood, enduring hard labor in the sand mines. All the adversity overcome in his move to France and his climb up to the UFC Heavyweight Championship. But this was always the moment. Becoming a boxer, fighting for it all.
Fury looks tired, Tess.
He really does.
He looks exhausted.
Tying up on the inside, Tim. He is not letting his hands go as often as he would prefer on the inside. That's a great example right there. The willingness to wrap around the back of Francis Ngannou instead of throwing leather.
Breathing out of his mouth. I'm starting to think that Tyson take this seriously. Doesn't look like it. Falling all over his feet.
Blood from his nose, a little bit from his mouth. The abrasion that happened early on in round 2 on the forehead. End of 8. We have 6 minutes to go.
Let me show you something. Just breathe. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. When you get in here, give him something right here. A little poke. Put out his wide shit. The man ready to run out of gas. He keeps all the swing.
The concern on the face of Paris, his wife.
Says it all, Tess. Says it all.
You all right, Tyson? I ain't gonna keep your hands up to scoot inside. You gotta poke him right here. Be ready to go.
On the inside right there, Tyson Fury trying to get some distance again. Bagging out in straight lines. Ngannou understands this. Natural reaction. Coming forward, big hooks. Just following the big man out and just working his hands as he gets close.
Round 9 scheduled for 10. Tyson Fury found himself in a hole early on. Can he find a way, or is this going to be one of the biggest upsets that the sport has ever seen?
See the straight left hand Ngannou landed, just coming out the bail.
An accurate jab from Fury.
That's what he should have been doing from the get-go, Tess.
A right hand from Fury as Francis tries to counter.
And the hook is the choice. The punch choice for Ngannou. He's been looking for that shot all night.
Remember, he scored the knockdown with the left hand.
He can set up that right hand. That's what he's trying to set up. But he got to keep throwing that left hook. Get Fury looking at that left hook and then trying to anticipate it and drop the opposite hand and then switch up and go with the right hand if he wants to catch him with it. This is seriously, Tess. This is the most patient that I've ever seen Tyson Fury. He's not as sharp as
when perhaps there should be urgency right now.
Yes.
We are halfway through round number 9. Everybody doubted if Francis Ngannou could get to this point. Even if you were a backer and a believer, you thought it would be the brute force, the power, not a distance fight, not boxing with the heavyweight champion.
Ooh, big hook right there from Tyson Fury. See, Francis right now is trying to figure out a way to close that distance without getting hit with the jab. That's one way to do it. Use your jab it yourself.
Is Tyson Fury showing you enough right now down the stretch here, Tim?
No, not really. I mean, he's winning this round right now. He's outboxing Francis, but Francis right now is still in this fight. He's trying to manage this energy test. He's never been 10 rounds before. So this is understandable coming from Francis Ngannou. He's looking for the right opportunity to let those hands go.
The tallest task you can have to make your pro boxing debut. And right now, Francis Ngannou is 3 minutes away from going the distance and or possibly upsetting the undefeated Gypsy King in a 10-round non-title fight. Let's listen in. Alexander Usyk has a big date set and a financial stake to fight for the Undisputed Championship December 23rd. Will Ngannou throw those plans off? You see the chuckle from Cristiano Ronaldo, who's been sitting in front of the character all night long.
Go. Hey. You got to box a fan. You got to hit something to the body with a jam. Bang, 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 bang. But don't jump in. It's all about your fullback.
And in one of the biggest turns you will ever see with Vegas odds, the live odds updating currently have Francis Ngannou favored to win this fight as we start the 10th and final round. Here we go.
Both guys coming out looking lively. They know what's on the line. They know this fight could be really close right now.
Remember, Ngannou has banked a 10-8 round, scored a knockdown in the third.
Oh, just off the mark, the left hook from Ngannou. That's been a staple tonight for Ngannou. And that's one thing he told us in the fighter meetings, that he's going to be looking for the left hook.
There are fans here at Kingdom Arena in Riyadh chanting Francis, Francis.
Ooh, look at Francis. Tess, who looks like the heavyweight champion right now in your eyes? Truly.
We have broadcast so many Tyson Fury fights, and this is unlike any we have ever seen. But no one should ever doubt Francis Ngannou and his will and his commitment and his dedication to any goal he sets his mind on. Just a superb, no matter how this plays out, a superb accomplishment by Ngannou. And consider his life, where he always bet on himself. Even his business dealings and managing his career in the course of the past 2 years, where he bet on himself. He's hitting the jackpot tonight.
Good jab right there from Tyson.
Final minutes of this historic heavyweight event. Can Tyson Fury pull it out? Will Francis Ngannou pull off what you would have to say is the greatest upset the division has ever seen? All the other great upsets were from heavyweight contenders, actual boxers who earned their title shot. Whether it's Cinderella Man,
Superman punch. Oh my
He
goodness.
said he would do it. He told us he would do a Superman punch. And somewhere Roman Reigns is smiling.
A lot of posturing. Both men just respecting each other.
This fight is shockingly about to go the distance.
Unreal. Unreal.
Francis Ngannou said, I have a realistic goal to do my best to prove that I can box. He exceeded that goal by miles.
Wow. What a performance. Oh my goodness.
As you see the respect being shared between the corners with Andy Lee and Sugar Hill Stewart, Tyson Fury, and then Dewey Cooper and John Mbumba on the other side. And a great embrace for two men who first met up to talk about this fight at Wembley Stadium. And what a reception for Francis Ngannou. And who knows how the judges may see this. Ed Garner has 143 career fights scored. Alan Krebs, a veteran of 615. And Juan Carlos Pelayo, 268. They will decide it, and keep in mind, those scorecards include a 10-8 third round when Francis Ngannou scored the knockdown. Tim Bradley, you flew all the way around the world not knowing what would happen. You said you had a dream a week ago that Francis Ngannou would win. You told Francis that. He said a dream is just a dream. There have been moments tonight where an arena full of believers are believing in that dream.
Absolutely right.
What a scene. On a night when Lil Baby and Becky G and Pepper roared this crowd with a celebration unlike any other. On a night when the greats from boxing and MMA and music have all flown to Saudi Arabia to witness history, they got a gift. They got this fight.
That was the greatest crossover performance
By far.
I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Francis Ngannou just competed against this generation's best boxing heavyweight champion, flooring him once and going the distance with him. Please make that make sense, people. Unreal.
There have been incredible upsets of the heavyweight championship in the history of this great sport. But as we cited, all of those came from veteran boxers. Yes, they were massive dogs, but nothing like a guy making his pro debut, being the best at another discipline. Incredible scene here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Says this is going to be the greatest night of Francis Ngannou's life.
I think it already is, Tim. I think it already is. No matter what comes from the mouth of Michael Buffer, the venerable ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. What a way to open Riyadh season here in the city of Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Here are the judges' scorecards. Ed Garner scores it 95-94 Ngannou. Juan Pelayo scores it 96-93 for Fury. Alan Krebs scores it 95-94. A one-point decision on the third card. Winner by split decision. Still undefeated from the United Kingdom, the WBC Heavyweight World Champion, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
With a final scorecard that was read 95-94. Tyson Fury barely, and I mean barely, escapes with a split decision win. He outpunched Ngannou 71-59 according to CompuBox. He outjabbed him with 39 connects to 22 for Ngannou. But the signature moment was Francis Ngannou in the third round scoring a knockdown.
Tyson, first of all, congratulations on a hard-fought victory. It didn't quite go to plan. That wasn't in the script, was it?
No, that definitely wasn't in the script. Francis is a hell of a fighter, strong, big puncher, and a lot better boxer than we all thought he would ever be.
We know in the build-up you said you give him a full 12-week camp, give him his full respect. You started fast. Were you surprised at the technical ability that he showed and the patience?
Listen, he's a very awkward man, and he's a good puncher, and I respect him a lot. Before the fight and afterwards.
What did he do in there that surprised you?
Listen, he was very awkward. He was wasn't coming forward. He was standing back waiting for me to land my punches and then trying to counter. He was a good fighter. He's given me probably one of my toughest fights in the last 10 years.
What was going through your mind? You knocked down in the third round. You're looking up at the sky.
Oh, nothing. It's a part of boxing, you know. I got caught behind the head again. I wasn't legs hurt or nothing. I was all right, and I got back up, and it was what it was. Got back to me boxing.
Split decision win. Do you agree with the judges' scorecards? Do you have it that close?
Yeah. I don't know how close it was, but I got the win, and that's what it is.
It felt like you started fast, but you didn't quite get going to your usual Tyson Fury self.
Yeah, I've been out the ring a long time again. 11 months in between my last fights, and you can see it in here, ring rust, everything. So no excuses though. Francis is a good fighter, and he caught me with some good punches. Fair play to him. He's cut me across the eye there. I don't know what was that, a left hook or a headbutt or something, I'm not sure, but it was a good, rough fight. Perfect.
Now, there's a certain man ringside who obviously has been the front and center of a lot of the content now. What happens next? Because this was a much tougher fight than we expected.
He's going to rest up. That's what's going to happen next, and then we make his decision what he wants to do, because he's the boss.
Tyson, you said to me personally, leave me alone after this fight. I want to spend some time with my family. There was rumors of a 23rd. What's your decision now? Are you ready to make it?
Listen, I'm going to go home. I've been in training camp now for 12 weeks. I put a long, tough, hard camp in. I'm going to go home, take a long, hard rest, and we'll see what's next for us.
Thank you very much, Tyson. I think we're going to bring in Francis Ngannou here. Is there? Francis, come join me. Francis Ngannou, congratulations. You dared to be great. A lot of people didn't give you a chance. You scored a knockdown. They said if you survived 10 rounds, that would be a miracle. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fantastic. And I'm very happy. It didn't go my way, but, you know, I want to thank Riyadh Season and Your Excellency, Mr. Turki Al-Sheikh right here, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, for giving me this opportunity to prove people wrong one more time again. You know, I might be abetted today, I might come out short today, but I'm not, I might be wounded, but I'm not abetted yet, man. I can bite, you know, I can bite. And I'm just a fighter, and I'm ready to fight anytime soon. We can run it back again, and I'm sure I'm gonna get better. This was my first boxing match. Great experience. I mean, I'm not giving any excuse. I know I come out short, but I'm gonna go back and work harder with a little more experience this time, a little more feeling of the game, and come back even stronger. Because, you know, at first I was a little nervous, like this new sport that I never did, that I don't really feel it. Now I know I can do this shit. And hey, baby, get ready. Get ready. A wolf is in the house, so I'm gonna buy some shit.
To knock down the lineal heavyweight champ, the current WBC champ, it takes a good fighter 644 days out of the ring. It feels like you spent all 644 of those days in a boxing gym. Is that true? It hasn't been a 12-week camp. Has this been a 644-day camp for this fight?
No, he hasn't been 644 days for the camp. You know, I came out from a long recovery, long surgery. My training camp was three months and a half. But listen, I'm not giving any excuse. I work hard, I give my best, and I know that I can work harder. I know myself, I know my dedication, and I'm gonna go back. We're gonna gather with my team and look what we could do next to improve our game and come back higher again. Because tonight was a fear of the water, and I know the temperature of the water now, and I'm getting ready to come here and take over.
Francis, in your pro debut, to take on the lineal heavyweight champ, to knock him down, to run him close, to lose by a single judge's scorecard. Listen, congratulations, you should be proud.
Thank you very much.
We are now with Tyson Fury, still undefeated, but what was it like in there? Was Francis Ngannou better than you thought?
Yeah, he's a good fighter, Francis. He hit me with some good punches, and he was a lot better than we thought he'd be. Good fighter.
You've been down against two of the hardest punchers ever. Yeah. Deontay Wilder and now Francis Ngannou. How hurt were you in that third round?
Just a flash knockdown behind the head. I think it was like a glancing blow at the back of the head, and it was what it was. It was all right.
Now, in your corner, Sugar was telling you not to engage. Was it about saving the December 23rd date, or why was that the plan when it seemed like it was a close fight?
Just boxing, you know. I was just using me jab boxing at the end of the fight there, not getting involved in a brawl, getting cut or whatever right at the end of a fight.
Obviously, offensively, you were not surprised by his power. Defensively and boxing skill-wise, what was it that made him tough tonight?
Listen, he was a good fighter. No excuses. He's a good boxer. He's a lot better than I thought he'd be. And he gave me a good fight. Fair play to him. God bless him.
Did he surprise you a little going southpaw?
No, he was good fighter. It was surprising.
Alexander Usyk ringside. He's right there. Is that still what's next for you, or is there a rematch looming?
No, there's no rematch clause either way. Listen, I would like to do it again down the line, and I'm sure Francis would like to do it as well. But we got this man to deal with next, and that's what's next for us.
Could tonight's version of Tyson Fury defeat the best version of Alexander Usyk?
Yeah, for sure. Listen, he's a smaller man than Francis. I always said Francis was a much more dangerous fight than Alexander, and that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, well, now moving over to Francis Ngannou. Francis, you said the mission tonight was to prove that you can box. You did more than that.
Well, I mean, that wasn't only the mission. I mean, I really intended to come here and go home with the victory, you know. I wanted the victory. The proof wasn't just to like come here and box and go home, was to win, you know. That W is always sweet.
Determination, dedication, destiny. What was tonight all about?
Tonight was about dedication, determination. Tonight was about hope. Tonight was about faith in myself, in my dream, in my goal. Tonight was about to prove all the doubter. Tonight was to, you know, to gain some self-belief in myself again, to continue as an athlete and trying to get my name up there.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on a wonderful performance.
Thank you very much.
All right, Alexander Usyk is in the ring, and he's facing off with Tyson Fury. Take this.
Tyson.
They have
Tyson,
already
you're
agreed to a fight
face-to-face
on December
with Alexander
23rd
Usyk.
for
This
the
is a
undisputed
fight
heavyweight
that has been in the making
championship.
for a very long time.
Alexander Usyk
Tell me, he's face-to-face.
and Tyson Fury trying to crown the division's first undisputed champion since Lennox Lewis in 1999.
His Excellency Turkey El-Sheikh is going to put the fight on for all the belts, the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Let's go, my brother, let's go.
Alexander, it was a tough fight.
Let's go.
Simple answer. Does that fight give you a little bit more confidence going into this fight with Tyson Fury, seeing how tough it was to get through Francis Ngannou? Does watching that fight give you a little bit more confidence going into the fight with Tyson Fury?
Ти дивився цей бій, як ти тепер будеш битися з Тайсоном Ф'юрі?
Неймовірно.
I'm gonna be fighting him amazing.
Will the fight be December 23rd? It's a date that's been touted across the boxing world. Will we see it on that day? I know it's coming up soon.
Listen, it's not up to me. I'm a fighter, he's a fighter. I'm sure we'd go now.
Can we?
Let's go now if you want. But listen, these guys will sort it all out, and it'll be on. It'll be our next fight, guaranteed.
Can we agree? 23rd of December. Tyson wants it. Do you want it?
Тайсон хоче чи ти хочеш?
We.
I'm taking that as a yes. There we go, Frank.
He speaks perfect English. Don't you worry about that. I know you speak.
On this fight, it's big fight. Mr. Turkey. Organization is a big fight. All world won this fight. Yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
Frank, is the 23rd of December realistic?
Let's go.
I don't think the date will be announced yet. In my opinion, that's where we go. But the fight is wanted. It's done. This man done it here. His Excellency. This fight is on. These guys both won it, and it's just a matter of now setting the date. Tyson's got a cut there, so it's no good saying a date whilst he's got that cut on the top of his head. We've got to see how that heals. But this fight is on. It's the biggest fight in boxing. The biggest fight in boxing. Everybody wants to see it, and they're going to see it here in Saudi, in Riyadh season, where it's going to break all box office records. This is the biggest fight out there.
I know everybody in this arena and around the world is desperate to see that.
We back this ring 23 December. I'm ready to fight. Thank you so much. I go sleep.
There we go, in typical Usyk fashion. He's off Tyson. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you again soon.
So that is Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk on a night when all the buzz is not about either one of those men. It's about Francis Ngannou.